Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news in the world of NFL, where every season feels like a roller coaster, and every trade deadline can reshape the landscape. The Chicago Bears are quietly making a move that could redefine their defensive front, and ultimately their chances of competing at the highest level. Rumors are swirling that the Bears are in serious talks to acquire Calais Campbell from the Arizona Cardinals, and if this deal goes through, it might just be the kind of boost Chicago's defense needs to turn the tide and push toward playoff contention, maybe even a deep postseason run. Now, let's dig into the details because this isn't just any trade rumor. Sources close to the Bears management have indicated that negotiations are intensifying, and an agreement could be reached before the November 4th deadline. The proposed deal involves sending a first-round pick to the Cardinals in exchange for Campbell, along with some additional depth on the defensive line. This move makes a lot of sense for the Bears, especially considering their current defensive struggles, which have been quite evident through the first 3 games of the season. Chicago's run defense has been porous, allowing an average of 138 yards per game on the ground, which puts immense pressure on the front 7. They've only managed 5 sacks in that span, and that simply isn't enough for a team aiming to contend. Calais Campbell, a seasoned veteran with a reputation built on consistency and dominance, would be a game-changer for the Bears. At 37 years old, Campbell might be in the later stages of his career, but his impact on the field remains significant. His ability to anchor the defensive line, provide relentless pressure, and set the tone for the entire defense is exactly what Chicago needs. The career tally of over 105 sacks, 812 tackles, and 175 tackles for loss, Campbell is a force of nature. His PFF grade of 86.2 in 2024 speaks volumes about his continued effectiveness, and even in 2025 up to September 15th, his numbers haven't declined: 12 tackles, 2 sacks, 4 pressures in just 3 games. Despite his age, Campbell's strength and durability are remarkable. His bench press max of 500 pounds draws comparisons to legends like Reggie White, especially when it comes to longevity and maintaining peak performance over the years. Of course, like any seasoned player, Campbell isn't immune to injuries. He sustained a nagging shoulder injury in Week 2 but still managed to play 85% of the snaps, showing his toughness and commitment. The Bears' decision to pursue Campbell isn't just about adding a veteran presence, it's about transforming their defensive identity. His presence alone could significantly reduce opposing teams' run yards, which currently stands at around 22 yards per game, and could lead to an increase of about 8 tackles for loss, a crucial factor in disrupting offensive rhythm. What makes this potential trade even more appealing is how Campbell could synergize with other key players on the Bears' defense. Montez Sweat, for example, has been a disruptive force on the edge, but pairing him with Campbell could elevate their combined pressure inside, leading to a projected 12% increase in interior pressure. This would not only bump their sack rate by approximately 20%, but also create more opportunities for turnovers and big plays. For a Bears team that's still trying to find its footing in 2024, this kind of upgrade could be the catalyst for a stout, disruptive front that opponents will dread facing. Looking at the bigger picture, the impact of Campbell on the Bears' defense could be felt far beyond just stopping the run or increasing sacks. His presence can change the entire dynamic of the team's strategy, especially against mobile quarterbacks like Jordan Love of the Green Bay Packers. With a cleaner pocket and less pressure from the interior, Chicago's defense could see a notable drop in turnovers, perhaps reducing interceptions by around 10%, and an increase in play-action effectiveness by roughly 14%. This kind of boost could be the difference between a good defense and a great one, and for a team looking to make a statement in the NFC North, it's exactly the kind of move that can swing momentum. Now let's talk about the impact on the Bears' Super Bowl odds, because this isn't just about regular season wins. If the trade goes through and Campbell joins the fold, the odds for Super Bowl LXI could see a significant jump. From an initial plus 15.0 they could improve to around +500, with Campbell serving as a key piece in what could become a formidable trench war unit. His experience and leadership would be instrumental during the playoffs, especially at Soldier Field, where cold weather and tough conditions test even the most prepared teams. The Bears' defense, with Campbell anchoring the line, could improve their stop rate by about 9%, making them more resilient against high-powered offenses and mobile QBs like Love, who thrive on exploiting defensive gaps. What's truly exciting is that this move echoes the kind of strategic shift we saw with the Miami Dolphins in 2019 when veteran defensive linemen like Ndamukong lifted the entire unit and pushed them into relevance. Calais Campbell, with his veteran savvy and relentless motor, could serve as the guiding force that elevates the Bears' defense into the top 8 in the league. This would solidify their front 7, making them a nightmare for offenses and a tough out in the playoffs. Their overall EPA per play could see an increase of around 0.15, a huge boost that aligns with their goal of becoming a dominant, physically imposing team. Of course, the NFL isn't just about adding talent. It's about making strategic moves that fit the long-term vision. The Bears, with an $8 million cap savings from the trade, could allocate resources to extend key players on the offensive line or bolster other areas of need. The team's slow rebuild, especially after a rough start to the season, suggests they're now shifting focus from youth to experience, especially on the defensive front. The aging core of the defense has been a concern, but with Campbell's leadership, the Bears might be able to accelerate their development and stability, making them a true contender in the NFC North. The NFC North itself is a division ripe for upheaval. The Green Bay Packers, led by Jordan Love, have shown flashes of brilliance but also vulnerabilities. The Minnesota Vikings are still searching for consistency, and the Detroit Lions are trying to sustain their early season success. For Chicago, making this move now could be the difference between fighting for a playoff spot or fading into obscurity. Campbell's addition could serve as a rallying point, inspiring the entire team to elevate their game and push for a division crown. And looking ahead to the playoffs, that's where the real magic happens. If Campbell joins the Bears, the team's resilience in cold weather and playoff pressures could see a dramatic improvement. His experience in high-stakes situations and his ability to anchor the trenches would be invaluable during the postseason. The Bears, with a stronger front and more disruptive interior pressure, could significantly increase their chances of causing upsets and making a deep playoff run. Their defense could become a true strength, allowing the offense to play more freely, knowing they have a fortress in front of them. So, fans, as we sit on the edge of this potential blockbuster deal, it's clear that the Chicago Bears are making moves that signal their ambition. The addition of Calais Campbell wouldn't just be a splash. It could be the keystone that propels them back into relevance and competitiveness. The NFC North is watching, and the entire league is paying attention. This kind of strategic move can define a franchise's trajectory for years to come, and if it happens, Bears fans will have every reason to be excited about what's ahead. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, if this trade becomes reality, it's not just about adding a player, it's about making a statement. The Bears are signaling they're all in on building a formidable defense that can carry them into the playoffs and beyond. With Campbell's veteran leadership, combined with the young talent they're developing, they could be laying the groundwork for a sustained era of success. This move could also inspire other parts of the team to elevate their game, knowing they have a true veteran anchor in the trenches. For the fans, this is an exciting time. We've seen the Bears struggle with consistency at times, but a move like this shows the franchise's commitment to competing at the highest level. It's about winning, about setting a tone, and about creating a culture of toughness and resilience. The NFC North is a division that's always competitive, but with Campbell in the fold, the Bears can shift the balance of power and make a statement to the entire league. And let's not forget the importance of the front 7 in today's NFL. With the league trending toward mobile QBs and high-octane offenses, having a disruptive interior presence is more critical than ever. Campbell, with his relentless motor and ability to command double teams, can free up other pass rushers like Montez Sweat, creating a domino effect that benefits the entire defense. The potential for increased turnovers, more three-and-outs, and higher pressure rates is huge. This isn't just a move for the present. It's a strategic investment in the future of the Bears' defense. So as we wait for confirmation on this deal, it's safe to say that the Chicago Bears are positioning themselves for a bold new chapter. Whether or not the trade goes through, the fact that it's even being discussed speaks volumes about the team's ambitions. The fans have every reason to be excited, to rally behind this team, and to believe that brighter days are ahead. The NFC North is about to get a lot more interesting, and the Bears could be at the forefront of that change. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news.